They sure do give us some groovy free music to use on here. It's probably the best thing about StreamYard, right? How's everybody doing tonight? We got a good friend Movie Hunter in here this evening. How you doing? Did you watch the Oscars? I was watching them a little bit. Got to watch McCalkin's speech where he said his wife now owes him a third and fourth kid. That was pretty funny. And we got Mom in here. How you doing? All right. So I just wanted to get on here. I didn't really feel like doing a recorded video and doing a whole bunch of editing. And I just wanted to hop on and basically show off the rest of everything I got in February that I hadn't showed off in other videos, because there's just been a bunch of different things. And I went thrifting 2 days in a row at the end of the week last week. So instead of just making a bunch of videos on it, I figured, hell, we're just going to go live, show it off, hang out for a bit, maybe see how everybody's been doing this weekend. Just finishing up worked all day. Man, you got to work all day to keep up with all them steelbook releases though, right? I hope you're doing well today, Hunter. All right, so we're gonna get right into it, because I kind of got this real early into the month. I shared it with some people that I'm friends with in a group chat, and actually here's one of them right here. My good friend Johnny. How's it going, dude? How you doing, man? I know he was watching the Oscars. And I showed this off in a group chat that I'm in with Johnny, and I mainly showed it off in that group chat because I knew that Johnny would appreciate me finding this. And I found this at the record store for $6.99, which Johnny was super jealous of. But it's Akira Kawasaka's Rashomon. And oh my goodness, guys, like, this movie was freaking awesome. It tells the same story from 4 different perspectives. And it's kind of crazy because you don't know how one story can be completely misstrued or completely seen when it's seen from 4 different ways, how different the story is. This was awesome. This was awesome. But yeah, I got this at the local thrift store for about $7. And this was kind of closer to the beginning of the month in February. I just kind of kept forgetting to show it off, and I never went back to the thrift, or I never went back to the record store. So I never made like a record store pickup video. So it's like a one-off. It's not the only Criterion I got though. I got another Criterion somewhere in here. I got bags upon bags today, guys. Yeah. Another thing. So, and I have some of them, but I'm not showing them off. I got some t-shirts from Walmart. Go check your Walmarts. My buddy Joe was telling us about finding horror t-shirts at his local Walmart. And I didn't find horror t-shirts the first time I went, that were in my size. I only found like Batman and Venom and stuff like that. But the second time I went, it was like they did a restock or they just moved shirts around, and I finally was able to get me like a Beetlejuice shirt and like a Nightmare on Elm Street or something like that, but $2 shirts. Well, I went into a Walmart out of town. It's like my favorite Walmart to go to when I go out of town because it's where I always find steel books, and found a good deal. I'm not going to tell you the deal I found on this just because this is actually going to be a member giveaway, but I found Shivers. It was on clearance. So definitely check your Walmarts. Um, but I'm going to, and this still has the slipcover and everything, but this steelbook is freaking amazing. If you don't have it, just keep an eye out on the channel on how you can win this, because I'm going to give it away to somebody once we hit a certain milestone. I'm going to give this away. I don't know. You guys may have not seen this before. You probably have. It's been out for a while. But even the inside artwork on this steelbook is dope. Like, and this was such an awesome movie. I had never seen it before this steelbook. So, and I'll be announcing more about how you can win this. But I'm going to give this away. And then, oh, Johnny. Johnny is throwing shit around because he's jealous of Jeff's finding Criterion Gold out in the wild. I do find some Criterion Gold. I get a little lucky on that. I really do. I'm loving finding Criterion, even if it is DVD, because a lot of times it's still a movie that I want to see. So, is the Oscars still going? Because I couldn't find it on Hulu anymore, so that's why I went ahead and went live, because I thought it was over. I didn't see it live anymore. It kind of like crashed on my Hulu and I didn't see it anymore. So, but hi, Sarah. I hope you're doing well this evening. Thanks for being here. Hi, Jamie. I hope you're doing better. Thanks for popping in. Okay. It just ended. Anora won Best Picture. Okay. So when the app crashed and I stopped watching, I really didn't miss much else. I figured Anora was going to win something else. So you can correct me if I'm wrong, Johnny. You might know this. Doesn't that mean that like Sean Baker just got like the most Oscars ever from an Academy Award? Because he got like 5 or 6 tonight, right? So, oh, that's good to hear, Sarah. That's weird. Okay, well, I'm glad you're doing much better. I am so sorry, guys. I do not know what that was about. My whole Google Chrome closed and I had to restore my tabs. And I don't even have any tabs open. I just have StreamYard and Letterboxd. But I was trying to pull updates and everything before I came back online. That's why I was saying. That's why I was a little late tonight. Computer updates and stuff always be messing with you. Anora one, yeah, that's what I heard. I think I'm gonna try to pick Anora up in July on the Barnes and Noble 50% off Criterion, because I'm gonna want that on Criterion. Yeah, I know. I know. I kind of like went all the way away. I still got to watch Conclave as well. I watched the trailer and I was like, I don't think this is for me. And then I started hearing that there's some other things about it that maybe I didn't know about. So I definitely want to check it out now, because it may not be exactly what I thought it was. Hey, Corey, thanks for popping in, buddy. I know you were probably checking out the Oscars a bit too. You got 4 new steel books. Well, I got 2 because I got Shivers, and then I also got this one at my Walmart. So definitely check your Walmarts. Now check this out, guys. It rang up for full price, and they had to price match the sticker. So go check your Walmarts. Walmart.com will still say it's 60, but it might have this clearance sticker on it. I got the Hunger Games. This is the 4 movie collection. I know I'm a little late to the game on this, but I got it for $30, yo. I've never seen the Hunger Game movies. My wife has. She loves them. She has them on a Blu-ray set. Um, and she watches them and everything, but I couldn't pass that up, man. $30 for 4 4Ks, and it has the Blu-rays. So, and it has the digitals. We never used the digitals out of her Blu-ray set. So, I'll have them, I guess, now. But that was a pretty good deal. Like I said, it was ringing up for 60 in the store. I had to wait for them to get like a customer service manager back there, but because the sticker was on there and it actually says Hunger Games on the sticker, they went ahead and marked it for $30. So definitely definitely go check your Walmarts out, guys. A lot of them are dropping steelbook prices to, I think they're hopefully rotating for new steelbooks, not getting rid of steelbooks altogether. Getting rid of steelbooks altogether would really stink. And I hope that's not what they're doing. See, we got. Okay, he won 4 tonight, so he tied with Walt Disney and Bong Joon. Wow. And all for Anora, huh? So I think I'm gonna have to pick Anora up, but I am gonna wait for the Criterion 50% off because I'm sorry, $25 for a 4K. That's what I'm paying. And I do love my Criterions. Oh no, that's more than okay. You may already be gone, Jamie, if you're bouncing out, but thank you for popping in. Please go get some rest. You're in all of our thoughts and prayers. If you do that, I guess. I do. So, yep, he just won again. Yeah, that really is the price it should have been from the start because they're all 4 like older films. So, $30 is what it should have been. I really wanted to get the other one, the one for the new movie as well, but they didn't have it there. So I'm gonna be keeping my eye out because if I can get the Songbird one to match it and I can get it for like 20 or I'd like to get it for about $20 to be honest, since it's a single movie steelbook. And that wouldn't be a bad investment, $50 to get all 5 of them. Then I feel like I only spent 10 a movie. That's where I'm trying to get to on that. Evil Dead, Rise, Crow, Mayhem, and Terrifier. Dang, okay. I have not heard of Mayhem, but I've heard of the other 3. You got some good ones, Sarah. You got some real good ones. Holland, how's it going, dude? It's an official live stream. It sure is, Johnny. It sure is. Nice. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous of Jackie Brown. I just couldn't see myself upgrading it. Uh, like $27 is not bad for Jackie Brown. The movie is definitely worth the $27, but my Blu-ray is not no just standard Amaray case Blu-ray. I got the nice like collector's digipack. And I don't like to have multiple copies of a lot of different movies. Halloween 78 and maybe like some Power Rangers stuff or something would be about the only doubles that I would really have. I'm kind of like purging and rotating my formats as I upgrade them, and I'm trying to keep like if I get a Blu-ray, and I don't have a 4K, if it doesn't come with a DVD in the case, and I already have the DVD, I'll try to marry the DVD into the Blu-ray case. And then if I have a 4K, I'll try to marry a Blu-ray into the 4K case. But I'm not trying to put like a 4K, a Blu-ray, and a DVD in one. I'm just trying to like kind of crunch some stuff. Hey, that was a great movie. Flo kept the attention of me, my wife, our 10-year-old and our 5-year-old for the entire runtime, and there's not a single word in it. It was so good. Yeah? Okay, Corey. I like your opinion on movies. I feel like we have pretty similar taste, so I'll definitely have to check it out. And lots of people are saying that, that Anora's good. It's one of their faves. Yeah, everyone waiting on this. Well, I don't know if everyone is, Holland. I know a few people. Um, I know a few people that have already got it pre-ordered. One of my buddies was like, "Hey, look, Amazon already has it for $36.99. I'm just gonna get it now." So he went ahead and just got it for the 36. Hey, those were all highlights of last year for sure. So, all right. So, make sure I knock out my mic. All right. So I hit up this one thrift shop, and I hit it up with my mom. So she's already gonna know what I got here. But I got some freaking gold, guys. And this is where Johnny's gonna get a little jealous too with this stack. We'll start off with the sealed Blu-ray I got. Now it has a Dollar General sticker on it, but they had it there for you know what they charged me, which was $1 a piece, which is really nice. I think everything I got was basically $1 a piece. That's pretty dope today. So, anyways, we got Any Given Sunday. My mom was like, "Oh, that's an awesome movie." I've never seen it, but I mean, look at the freaking cast in this, guys. I'm sure if you've seen it, you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, watch it now." I'm not super huge into sports movies, but I mean, look, it's got James Woods, it's got Al Pacino and LL Cool J. Dennis Quaid's another great one. I don't know whose name is under this, but it's probably another great actor. But yeah, we got Any Given Sunday. I'm strictly a Criterion sale buyer. Ha, only time I grab them. Same. The only time I've ever grabbed Criterion is when they were on sale. And last year, I think they did a flash sale on Criterion's website, but they wouldn't give you free shipping if you didn't order like $50 worth, or it was like the equivalent of two movies. And I only had enough money for I didn't really only have enough money, but I only really wanted to spend like one movie. There was just one movie I was trying to get on that flash sale last year, and it was one that Tim told me about. So I went ahead and grabbed it. But it was Mildred Pierce, and it was on Amazon for like $27.99 instead of $24.99. And I figured that was close enough to 50. So, is it? Yeah. Is it the director's cut? It is. It is. It says it's the director's cut up here. So, is that the better one, or should I be trying to find the? Well, it doesn't matter. It has the theater cut on it too. So it has the theater cut and the director's cut. So Johnny, you tell me if I should not watch the director's cut and just watch the theater cut instead, because I know it's some people's favorite films that the director's cut isn't the way to watch it. So if you give me the go ahead on that, I'll know which one to watch. Now these next two, I picked these up for the kids, but I always dig a TV show, and I didn't realize it until I got home, but it's actually a Shout Kids. And I got Transformers Rescue Bots. It's like a TV Y7, but I got a 5-year-old, so a perfect grab. And like I said, I didn't realize it, but it's a Shout Kids. That's pretty cool. And then I grabbed this one for the Disney collection. Did not realize that Disney never released this on Blu-ray. So it is a DVD of Tarzan 2. And I'm not sure I've actually seen Tarzan 2. But they got Phil Collins to come back with new music, so it's probably got a banging soundtrack. And then I got I'm now they had this price all there, but that's not what she charged me. She charged me $1 for this. I'm not really sure why she charged me $1. It has 4 on it, and I would have paid the 4 because it's a TV show. Um, but I got season 4 of Mad Men. I got seasons 1 and 2, so I'll look for season 3. Maybe the next time I go to McKay's, I'll see if I can't track down season 3, and maybe 5 and 6 or whatever. I don't know how many seasons there are of this, but I know it's considered to be a great show. And this box set was in great condition, and it has a $4 marker on it. But I promise you, that lady only charged me $1, and I was astonished because this is a whole ass TV show. And then these are probably where Johnny's gonna start raging a little bit. I don't find these very often. I think I have one other DVD, and a couple Blu-rays, like a 3D Blu-ray and another one. This is a sub boutique, I guess, or a studio boutique is what some people call it. So I got a Warner Archive. It's called The Sundowners, and it's an Australian film from, I think, like 1958. It is gonna be one of the older films in the collection now. And it's 133 minutes long. Um, oh, here we go. I always prefer the director's cut, but that's because I love the story it's trying to tell. Okay, okay. Well, I'll just watch the director's cut. I'll take you up on that. But yeah, The Sundowners. I haven't ever heard of this. I literally picked it up because it said DVDs were $2, and I figured a $2 Warner Archive, and then she only charged me $1 per thing anyways. So yeah, The Sundowners. And then Johnny knows about this one already too, but this was my other good Criterion deal. And you know that that Rashomon was $7 for the Blu-ray, and I feel like I willed this into existence because I've been looking for this. I every time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go thrifting. I want this Criterion DVD to pop up because I know there's a studio Blu-ray, but there is no Criterion Blu-ray. So I'm just going for the Criterion DVD for that spine number, and whatever. I'm getting a little into that, I guess. Can't go wrong with Warner Archive. See, that's what I figure. That's what I figure. So if I see it, I grab it. And you can't go wrong with Criterion. I ended up finding the Chasing Amy on Criterion. Spine number what 75. Spine number 75. It's even got a nice number. And there is no DVD. I'm kind of hoping that Kevin Smith's starting to get some of his movies back from the Weinstein Company and Miramax and whatnot. I'm kind of hoping that if he does, he can work something out with Criterion for this to be reissued on Blu-ray and 4K through the Criterion line. I think that would be really awesome because I feel like we're going to get Dogma probably from like Arrow. I feel like Dogma's an Arrow release, and it'll be like a nice big chunky box set. But I feel like Chasing Amy needs to come back to the Criterion line because I love this movie. It's one of my favorite Kevin Smith movies, and it's got Jay and Silent Bob in it, guys. So I hit up another thrift shop with my mom. We hit up two of them that day, and we found some sealed stuff there. Now, what's cool about that is that I went to that same thrift shop the day before, and I found some other sealed stuff. So I've been finding sealed stuff at this place. But the first thing that I got that's not sealed. Now, you guys know just like a few days ago, I showed you that I got something from Tony, and it was the 4K of the new Magnificent Seven. 4K. Now, I had no idea that in like 1998, 1999, 2000, there was a TV series of the Magnificent Seven, but I got it for $1, the complete series DVD for $1 at this freaking awesome thrift store. Now, I haven't went into this one for a long time. It's like a veterans one that we have locally. And one of my buddy's dads used to own it back in the day, and he sold it. And the new owners weren't gonna do anything with movies. They weren't taking movies as donations. But then all of a sudden, I guess some new people have it, and they're getting movies. So I ended up getting this. I thought that was probably awesome. Because I didn't even know it had a TV show, and the whole thing's here. All the discs. There's like 6 discs in this, five discs. Like I said, the whole series of Magnificent Seven. I had no idea, and it ran from 1998 to 2000. It blew my mind, and it's kind of crazy because this is an MGM 20th Century Fox release, so it'll probably never come off a DVD. This is probably it forever. Yeah, I had no idea. Uh, my mom seen it in the box, and she's like, have you heard of this?" I was like, "I didn't know it had a TV show, but I'm gonna take it." 'Cause there was a whole box of Westerns that were donated to that place because and the reason why I know this is because there was, like, a box that was I don't know, it was, like, about the size of maybe, like, a beer box that they get to stock, like, individual beers at the store at, like, the gas stations and stuff. Size just stuffed full of nothing but Westerns and Disneys, and that's where I got, like, that Tarzan 2, and they had a whole bunch of Westerns in there too, but I just don't know all that much about Western movies. I am wanting to dip more into them. I just didn't know if I wanted to take the plunge of buying a whole bunch of dollar Westerns, you know? Sorry, I had to get a drink. And we got one of our favorites in here. Tiana, how you doing? I hope you're having a great Sunday. I'm assuming you probably worked this evening. Or did you get to watch the Oscars? I went to pick up a Nora Real Pain. Complete Unknown Brutalist. Oh, yeah. I don't know about pick well, I mean, I guess maybe if I bought the Brutalist, it'd be easier to pause it. That's a long ass movie. I haven't seen it though. Got some highs. Hey, Brett. Thanks for popping in. I hope you're having a great evening. I haven't got to do a late one for a while, so I was kinda hoping that you'd get to pop in and say hi. Ooh, ooh, so me and my wife really wanna see that, but it's Apple TV Plus or right? It's Apple Plus or something like that, and we don't have Apple Plus currently, so I don't really have a way to watch it. I'm kinda hoping that my friend might buy the digital and then, like, upload it to his Plex that he so graciously shares with me. He does do that from time to time, so I get to see a new movie. The Brutalist goes by pretty fast, and it has a built-in stopping point. Oh, yeah, that's right. I heard that at the theater that they actually like, gave you, like, an intermission too. It would be nice for Criterion to get Amy back, but it may be hard to get back. I think it's Lionsgate may end up releasing it in their damn exclusive Steelbook series. Man, I really hope not. I'm really not digging Lionsgate Limited. I've done had some free trials. I pretty much purged as much, Apple TV Plus content as I could when PlayStation gave me, I think, 6 months free of it, and I got to watch, like, Shrinking and, uh, oh, the Good Morning, show with Reese Witherspoon and, uh, Jennifer Aniston. Man, what a that was such a great show. Yeah, that I do like some Apple TV Plus, but I kinda messed up the other day, Corey, when you were talking on your lunch about how many streaming services you had, and I had said I had 8, um, and I forgot that I had Amazon Prime because I don't really use Prime streaming, I just pay for Prime for the shipping, so actually I have 9. It's terrible. Yeah, 50 Ooh, only 3 hours and 20 minutes. Man, it's hard for me to get 3 hours and 20 minutes where I can sit down and focus on a movie like that, just in general. Yeah, I have see, I do too. I have way too many streaming services for as many movies as I like to buy. And you guys see, if you guys check out my Instagram, you can see on my Instagram, I post just about a movie every single day. That movie that I post is a movie that I watch. So, like, I'm watching a movie every single day. I'm trying to utilize as many of my streaming services as possible. What's sad about it is that, like, Netflix went up in price, so I finally cut my Netflix down to the 2 screen streaming just to save $7 a month because I don't even watch it. I was thinking about maybe watching it for some wrestling, but then wrestling isn't real it wasn't really enough to pull me in either, so it's whatever. Like, I don't really use Netflix like that. The only streaming service that I absolutely don't think I ever wanna pay for and, like, not pay for again is YouTube, because I get YouTube Music, and I don't have to watch any ads when I support all my friends on YouTube, and I hear that technically they make more money off of premium members than they do off of ad members, is what I hear. Yes, that's what it was going to here. I was paying 22.99 a month, and it says it was gonna go to 24.99, and I said, "F that," and decided that we were gonna go back to the 17.99 plan and just use 2 TVs at a time. We don't share Netflix with nobody, but my kids like to watch it, and my wife likes to watch it, so I can't get rid of it altogether, but I'm gonna have to teach the 2 kids that they're gonna have to maybe watch something together or whatever. The oldest doesn't use the Netflix, it's just the 2 youngest, and it's just my wife for the most part, and maybe on Monday nights, I can maybe watch some Raw. Maybe. It's a love-hate relationship with Lionsgate Limited. Love the steals/artwork, hate the higher prices. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like, so my wife come out, and I was watching you guys probably know my buddy Frank over at Frank's Media. It's his birthday. Happy birthday to him if he catches this on the replay. Um, and I was watching one of his videos, and she comes out, and she's like, "Hey, why don't we have those steel books?" I said, "Well, because you already kind of rolled your eyes at me a little bit when you said that I could buy one movie, and I came home with both Kill Bills and said, well, they are one movie." So I kind of pulled a sly one a little bit anyways. And I told her, I said, I was being a good boy though, because I really wanted those Lionsgate Limited steelbooks. And to get the both of those would have been like almost 3 times the price of just getting the 2 of them on slip. And ultimately, I'm just a upgrade the disc guy. When it comes down to it, I just wanna have the best disc, and when I started reading that they had subpar upgrades anyways, I didn't really think I wanted to go all in on expensive steelbooks. Sadly, you know? Oh, you went to Raw last week? Dude, I bet that was freaking awesome. Were they at the Nutter Center again? Yeah, June, July, November. Yeah, I know when the Criterion sales are. I burn up the Criterion sales like mad crazy. I'm a Criterion sale buyer and a good deal Criterion. That's why I say my record store gets Criterion Blu-rays for about $7. I'll pick them up any day for $7. I'll eat a Criterion up any day for $7. But I definitely love the sales to get some new ones. Yes, if the Brutalist is A24, it'll come to Max, which I ain't gonna wait for that. I'm picking that one up for sure. Yeah, yeah. But it might come to Max before it comes to disc. Maybe. Brian, dude, heck yeah. I'm assuming you guys got done with your scaries stream. Hope you're doing well. I'm just about to get to one of my favorite pickups that I got this last week that I know that you'll like. So I'm glad you're in here for it. I mean, I kind of already showed it to you, but I'm gonna show it off a little more. Ah, it was in Cincinnati. Right on, right on. Hell yeah. I would love to check out a Raw. I'm not really big into wrestling, but like if somebody said, "Hey, you want to go to Raw? You want to go to SmackDown?" For the chance to see even just one wrestler that I know who they are, yeah, I'll go. So, anyways, this other thrift store, the one that I got this sweet ass Magnificent Seven, this is a one. This is one that had a lot of sealed stuff, and you guys might laugh a little bit at this, but I loved the first movie when I was growing up, and if you were a '90s kid, you absolutely watched this movie, and you probably loved it too. And I got this because the first movie is on a Blu-ray, but it's hundreds of freaking dollars and long out of print, and I'll probably never find it for a price that I'm willing to pay for it. And this was a multi-pack with all 4, and I believe that the other I believe 2, 3, and 4 are all stuck on DVD anyways. But I got a sealed copy of the Free Willy 4-pack. I don't really buy DVDs. Like, I'm trying not to really buy DVDs like that, but I had to for this. I absolutely love Free Willy. I mean, Who doesn't? I mean, if you were a 90s kid, I mean, not even the 90s, like if you were like born in the 80s and you grew up in through the 90s, you watched Free Willy. You did. You just did. And this has all four of them. I mean, I don't even know what that is. I want to drop the F-bomb. I don't even know what that is. I knew that there was three of them. I knew about the third one. I don't think I ever watched three. I think I watched part one and part two growing up. But I don't think I ever watched part three, and I didn't even know there was a freaking part four. That might even be, if I'm looking at that correctly, that it's not. Okay, I don't even know who the actress is, but it's a female, it's a girl in that one. But yeah, I had to get it. Yeah, I didn't either. I said, I kind of think I might vaguely remember a part three, but I don't think so. And they do kind of screw you on this one a little bit. I'm just now noticing. I don't know if you guys could see that there, but it's only on 2 discs. It's not, they got them on side A and side B for all the movies. So but they are probably 8 gigabyte DVDs, and then they're like those I think they call them DVD 10s actually, and they put 5 gig on each side of the double layer. So I mean, they're probably decent enough DVDs. And like I said, I'm not spending $300 freaking dollars on Free Willy on Blu-ray. I'm just not. Yeah, I don't have very much either, Sarah. I need some more as well. Free Willy got called that enough in high school. Oh, oh, well, I mean, you could have been one of them jocks that was always being asked to free your Willy. uh, Never seen Free Willy 2 through 4. Oh yeah, see, I think I've seen part 1 and part 2 because my sister, I have an older sister, and she loved, I think, Free Willy part 1 and 2, and I absolutely just love part 1. I've seen it a whole bunch. Oh, Tiana, I'm off to read, but I hope you have a good night, Jeff and everyone. Thank you, Tiana. I hope you're reading a good book this evening. I know you've been trying to get through like at least a book a week. I feel like maybe more. You've been sharing quite a bit on your Tiana Loves Books Instagram. Yeah, I know, right? Johnny coming through with that quick jab on a laugh about made me bust my gut. So yeah, this next pickup. Now, Tiana, you might like this too. Like I said, I did kind of show this off a little bit. Yes, Tiana is from Canada. She's our Canadian friend here. But this is the one that Brian I know will like and appreciate, and Tiana, you might too. But this is, I think, the only VHS that I picked up. I got my first ever. Now, I grew up in the 90s watching VHS tapes, and we had TV shows on VHS, y'all. We did. But our TV shows, we used to take our VHS tapes and put them to those EXPs or whatever, ESP, for like extended play, whatever. And we would squeeze 6 hours of TV shows on a single VHS and rewatch and rewatch and rewatch. And we'd be able to put like all of our Saturday morning cartoons on for 2 weeks on one VHS, right? That's the TV shows that I had in the 90s. I didn't know they actually brought a whole lot of TV shows out, but guess what? I got like the best TV show to start off with. We got season 1 of Friends, and they did it pretty right, y'all. Like they did it correct. There's 4 different tapes on here. So it's like a volume 1, a volume 2. Like if you pull them out, because I believe, if you look at that, it says season 1, volume 1, and it's season 1, volume 2. They broke this out of the box set and would sell them individually as well. So this was probably an expensive as hell box set, because the individual tapes were probably like $20 a piece, and this was probably a $75 box set. Save $5 if you buy the season on VHS. And this is a nice box. Like, it's not in the very best condition. It's a little busted right here. But the lady was like, okay, we charge $1 for our DVDs. We charge 50 cents per tape for our VHSs, and there's 4 of them here. Is $2 fine? Yeah. $2 is more than fine, ma'am. It's got this on the back. flat out the best comedy series of the new season. Like, you know, this was back when this was still like a new show and it was still coming off when they did the VHS for this. Like, I don't know what the exact date is on this, but this show came out like 1993. DVD came out in 1998. They stopped releasing this show on VHS after season 3. You can only get the first 3 seasons legitimately on tape. So this was before, I mean, it was a big pop culture thing when it was out, but this was before it is the Friends that we know it is today. And I've put the first tape in. Sorry about that. I put the first tape in and watched the very first episode of Friends on VHS. Obviously, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I did. And it was freaking awesome. It looked the way that it should look. I mean, I have my VCR hooked up to a tube TV, so to me it was perfect. And what they do is they put 2 hours and 25 minutes per tape. So it's just at the short play. It's getting as much use out of the tape as you can get without busting up too much quality. So I believe there's like 5 episodes per tape. I don't think it does say, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6. Is there really 24 episodes? Dang, I guess there's 24 episodes on old school TV shows, right? So like I said, they did squeeze 6 episodes into this, but we used to squeeze more than 6 episodes onto a single tape when we were recording them back in the day, and we'd rewatch them. So we got Friends, y'all. This is pretty sick. I'm I'm hoping to do a VHS video really soon. I want to talk about why I still tiptoe and pick through VHSs in 2025. They're still really neat to get. So I dig them. I dig them. I'm sorry, guys. Like there hasn't been a lot of chat, and I still have this showing up, and I'm just astonished. Like again, thank you, Tiana. Thank you. Like I just wanted to come on here and hang out and talk a little bit of the movies I got. Now this next one is from the same thrift store, but I went the day before. That's why I wanted to go again the next day with my mom, because I thought they had some stuff in there that she could get that I thought she would want. And I think she got some stuff in there too. But like I said, they had all sealed stuff. So first I'm going to show you the one thing that I got the day before that wasn't sealed. And then I'll show you the rest of the sealed, because they are DVDs. And I know, I said I wasn't going to buy DVDs, but hey, you know. The actress was, oh, yes, Steve, wait. Really? I seen it was Bindi Irma. Okay. And Bayou Bridges, is that somebody that's related to Jeff Bridges? Okay, well, maybe Free Willy 4's decent, but they didn't give it the 4. Yep. I bet Criterion does. I bet they do. Now when somebody said earlier in the chat that everybody was waiting for Anora to go on sale to pick it up, and I said, nah, I know somebody that's not going to wait for the July sale. All right, everybody, this right here, my buddy Brian, he's the guy I know that's not waiting for Anora to go on sale in July. He's going to pick that shit up when it comes out. He wants it. He wants it. I think the TV, yeah, TV shows were on point that day. Amazon Prime has free movies. My mom does it every weekend. I just stream from, yeah. They put a lot of movies on Amazon Prime. I just don't really watch movies on Amazon Prime. I always forget, and I pay for the Prime shipping. Even though I'll tell you guys honestly, in my area, Walmart's been better for me than Amazon has been lately. Oh, it's Jeff Bridges' brother. Okay. See, I figured that. So I might, like I said, though, I mean, I got this for Free Willy 1, and there's 3 more Free Willies. Maybe Maybe I'll have a marathon and watch Free Willy movies with my daughter. She's going to be 11 soon. She's probably like the right age to be watching Free Willy. No, I'm waiting for July. It's only 2 months after release. Okay, see? All right. There we go. Somebody else that doesn't let the FOMO get them. Even though I was kind of thinking about picking it up anyways, just because your video talking about Honora Bryan, your video made me want to see that film. I'm not gonna lie, if I can stream it somewhere without paying for it, and I don't mean like without paying for it, I mean like it's on one of my streaming services that I pay for. If I have access to 9 different streaming services and it's not on access to any of those, it kind of sucks, yes, but I'm not getting another streaming service for it, and I'm not gonna just rent it for $20 or buy it digital for 30 or any crap like that. I'll wait till July as well, even though I do want to see it. I mean, you made me want to go like on Vudu and rent it, but I don't know, man. $20. Family plan for Comcast. Y'all see my streaming services. Hey, Stacy. Would you see a musical about the Wright brothers and their flying attempts? Possibly, but I'm still kind of new to musicals and haven't seen very many of them. I have a musical pack on Blu-ray that I'm going to watch a couple of them in just to kind of check them out. I thought The Sound of Music was in it, and it's not. So I guess I'm going to go see if I can stream The Sound of Music somewhere so I can see if I think it's on Hulu. I'm going to go probably stream it to see if I want to get that new 4K because I'm trying not to blind buy as many movies anymore. But I'd probably check it out. I like the Wright brothers. I'm from Ohio and North Carolina, so Wright brothers are I'm kind of from both states in a way. Favorite movie multi-pack. Multi-pack. Honestly, maybe the Lethal Weapon one, just because it's more of a multi-pack and not a box set, and I love all 4 of those movies. To a massive drive-in that was safe and fun for everyone. 3 movies for the Fun Time Square massive drive-in. 3 fun time movies. Fun time movies. Well, Halloween 78 is always a fun time movie for me. I'm always picking that. And we're gonna go with horror fun. And so we're gonna go with Halloween. We're gonna go with the original Dawn of the Dead 78. And then just for good measure, we're gonna go with something new. Or newer. So let's go with I want to put something good. Let's go with Slither. Right? Yeah, we're gonna go with Slither. Oh, whoa! Only $6? Okay, I might have to check that out. $6. I might do $6. But see, I'm afraid that if I do the $6 and I rent it, I don't know. I might be even less inclined to buy it on the Criterion. So Criterions, I will kind of blind buy, and I don't know. I don't really like to rent digital. I just don't. Michael and the zombies and Slither on massive screens. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it would be great. I think that would be awesome. You'd get like some older horror, you get some zombies, and then you get like Slither. So you get some, and I want to do it in that order. And the reason why I want to do it in that order, because if we're at a drive-in and it's fun for everyone, right? We start with Halloween 78. It's not that scary. I watched Halloween 78 as a kid growing up. So we watched Halloween 78. And then but about the time it starts getting done, the kids are getting tired, but they can, they can slide right into Dawn of the Dead, because Dawn of the Dead is not that scary either. It starts getting kind of, a little gory, and you get your zombie stuff about an hour into it. So about that time, the kids are falling asleep. And then once you're really into the body horror and all the crazy stuff going on in Slither, all the kids are asleep in the back seat, and the adults are up there enjoying the body horror, the scarier body horror, more graphic movie. So that I'm gonna go in that order even too. Yeah, see, blind buy. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That one I think I'm gonna blind buy. And I will buy instead, yeah. No, no, Fandango at home is not unreliable. I will not dog on Fandango at home. I have had my Fandango at home ever since before it was Voodoo. What maybe it was named something else. Whatever it was the first time, but I've when I bought my original Dark Knight trilogy on Blu-ray, it came with like ultraviolet codes or whatever digital code it was, and I've not ever lost a movie from them. Um, I don't buy movies on there. I've too often I have bought a $5 movie here or there. I will buy a movie for $5, but that's why I don't rent movies for 3 or even 6 because I'll buy them for 5, but even still that's like renting. And by the time I start building up my Voodoo library so much, there's even back catalog in my digital library of purchased movies at this point. So I just try to stay away from digital purchases because they build up like physical ones and I'd rather have physical ones build up. And if I'm seeing them build up, I'm more likely to watch them than I am my digital ones. So oh my goodness, are you serious? Quick search. See, I don't really look for that stuff, but there you go. Holland, you got me, buddy. We're watching Anora on March 17th on Hulu because I do have that. And I know I have to watch it before I start to meet up with some of the other YouTubers because they're gonna want to talk about it, I'm sure. So yeah, see, I think it'd be a great time. I think it'd be a great time. You gotta have fun horror movies. Always horror movie. I'm always choosing horror movies or a comedy. But the thing about comedies is that like my style of comedy isn't always kid friendly, and you can still find some really good horror movies that are pretty like pretty like thin line for kids and still be able to still be able to slide by scaring kids too much. Yeah, it is. It's crazy how fast they get these movies out the streaming services. That's why I tiptoe around what I pre-order because I don't want to pre-order something and that company have 35 to $55 of my money depending on, shipping costs and taxes and whatever. They already have that money of mine and I could have already streamed it at home 3 or 4 times over. Or I streamed it one time and was like, "Damn, this movie isn't for me." Now, I guess that's when you can cancel your pre-order, but then it takes time for your money to come back on your card, and it's a funky time to be buying new movies. It really is. If you could make your own Redbox and put it in the on the corner, what franchises would you rent out? Pick 2 franchises you would want the public to see cheaply from your Redbox. 2 franchises. Uh We're gonna go with Halloween because there's enough movies there just to and I'm talking all the Halloweens. If it has the Halloween name on it, throw it in there. There you go. You got 13 freaking movies to choose from, and they're all good for their own reasons. And even the bad ones have their fun kills for them. So I'm gonna say that um, for that franchise. And for a kid, let's go with a kid-friendly franchise. Let's go with the Love Bug franchise. I've not seen them, but there's 5 of them there, so there's a good bit to choose from, and they all seem to be fun and zany. And you go all the way from like the 70s all the way up to like 2006, Lindsay Lohan. So there's actors that all kinds of generations of people would know. So I'd go with those 2 franchises to be able to get cheaply. Yeah, that'd be cool. I actually talked to my wife about seeing if we could go to Walgreens and ask the Walgreens if we could take the Redbox, but now our Walgreens is shut down and they've already pulled the Walgreens signs off the building. So now I got to see if I can go steal the Redbox or just take it. It's not really stealing if nobody owns it now, right? I got ice out cold for $5 digital. It says HD, but it doesn't have a Blu-ray. I think the DVD looked better. Yeah, see, and I've noticed that like there'll be HD streaming and it's just like, yeah, you took that DVD and just threw it on like a 1080 stream, but it's still just a glorified a standard def transfer. And to be honest, I watched one today over at my mom's house, and the reason why I say I emphasize that is because she has an 82-inch TV. So you notice a lot more of the, defects of a disc when you watch them on her TV, or at least I do. And we watched Reindeer Games, and it was like the old Miramax. I think it had Lionsgate all over it, like all over the trailers and everything. Like when you put the disc in, it said Lionsgate everywhere. But on the case, it didn't say Lionsgate at all. It said Paramount. So I think Paramount just took over the physical distribution, but the disc is still the same disc from like 2010 or 12 or some crap. And wow, it looked like a DVD on a Blu-ray blew up on that 82-inch TV. But I had never seen Reindeer Games. God, Reindeer Games is great. I think I'm gonna try to get that Kino Lorber 4K if I can get it on a Kino sale. But I gotta get it. I guess I gotta get it quick if I want that slipcover, right? Johnny tell me I won't get that slip if I don't order it right now. You could be a henchman in one and Mission Impossible Bad Boys, right? The big TV energy, yeah, yeah. I think it's the 82-inch Samsung Crystal HD is what they got. My only complaint, with Samsung is that Samsung doesn't do Dolby Vision. You know, I'd love for Samsung to be doing Dolby Vision. I heard about a Criterion sale happening, question mark. Are you talking about one we were talking about here in the stream, or did you hear one from somewhere else? Because I haven't heard one from somewhere else, but Tuesday's coming up, and it's the first Tuesday in March. So more than likely, there's going to be a 24-hour flash sale on Criterion's website. And to be honest, I might partake in it because there's a couple that I haven't seen somewhere. If I can get me like 2 of them to get the free shipping from Criterion, I might partake because I am trying to build a coupon on Criterion's website. Criterion actually treats you better than Arrow does, or than Barnes & Noble, sort of. So Barnes & Noble will give you a $10 or give you a $5 coupon once you spend $50. And you can use that $5 coupon anywhere on the website, right? Criterion will give you a $50 coupon every time you spend $500. But I've only spent $70 there so far because I usually use Barnes & Noble. So nice, March Madness. Now, see, I'm gonna have to hit that up in a couple weeks. If they're doing one. I'm not sure what Quaint is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big TV energy. Yep. Yes, yeah. I didn't know about the Groove March sale, but I'm gonna have to check that out in a few days. So yeah, this other thrift store, like I said, the one that has the sealed stuff. The first one that I got there is not sealed. This has a Blu-ray from Disney Movie Club, and it was on sale on Amazon a couple weeks, like a week ago, and I never got the I just never bought it, and I should have because I really did want it. But I got the DVD just now for $1, and that's Flight of the Navigator, and it's in a really nice white DVD case. Like I said, I'd love to have the Gold Banner uh Blu-ray, but this has no special features on it. It's just the movie. But we got Flight of the Navigator. I just wanted to grab it up. Like I said, it does have a Blu-ray, but I'll probably never find it for a price that I'm willing to pay for it now that I missed out on that $19.99 sale that Amazon had. They were clearing warehouse. I got a couple more as well. I think this has a Disney Gold Banner as well, but I could be very wrong because I've never heard of this. I've never heard of this, but it is from the Kurt Russell collection of Disney classic films. As some people may know, Kurt Russell got his start with Disney, basically. Um, and we got a sealed copy of The Horse in the Gray Flannel. Now, this has a Walmart sticker on it, but it doesn't have the year on it. And that means that it's probably from like a really old Walmart stock, like when they used to stock it on the shelves back in the day, because nowadays they have a year or a date on it, like a month and year, and this has nothing. So this probably predates even that, but it's still sealed, like it's still factory sealed. So it has the theft stickers on it, like the every physical media is the thief sticker. And I've never heard of it though, but the horse in the gray flannel suit. I don't know. But it had Kurt Russell and it was Disney. Now this other Disney, this one's not in a white case, it's in a black case. But I assume that it's in a black case because of the name of it. But this also has a gold banner Disney Movie Club exclusive as well. And I do believe, and that is Blackbeard's Ghost. So I figure since I missed out on the Disney Movie Club Blu-ray, I'll take the DVD to just put it on my Disney wall. See, there we go. It still has the every physical media collector is a thief sticker. That's what I call them. Because they used to treat us like thieves, They still do. They put them in snapper cases now and ruin our slipcovers. We got another sealed one here. I have this film, but I just kind of wanted it again. And this does have the sticker on it. And the price on it as well, but I paid $1 for it. And the Blu-ray was an Anchor Bay Blu-ray, and it was one of the last releases that Anchor Bay did before they went under. So it came out in like 2011, I think, or maybe 2012. Somebody could totally correct me if I'm wrong. But the Blu-ray, I see it go for about $120 to $150 on Amazon, eBay, and I'm not paying that for a Blu-ray. So I'm straight with the DVD. But God, somebody needs to release this on a freaking 4K now, but they never will because it's 20th Century Fox. Volcano. I got a sealed copy of Volcano. Look, and it says that $5.50 sticker on it when they were doing the $5.50 dump in. But it's 20th Century Fox. This shit will never get a Blu-ray. It won't like a new Blu-ray or a new 4K. I don't think, but it needs one. It really does. It needs one because this is a non-anamorphic Blu-ray. So you have to frick around with the aspect ratio on your TV and do all kinds of funky stuff for it to fill it, or you're watching it in a little box in the middle of your screen. Some TVs can fix it pretty well. My LG can fix it all right. But Volcano, like I said, I already have this thing, but I had to get a sealed copy. I fucking love Volcano. If anything ever happens to my DVD, I'm going to have me a sealed backup. So good. Let's see. Yes, that has Kurt Russell on it. That was another Disney movie. I just got Ice Princess on Blu-ray to add to my Disney exclusive collection. I was going to send you the movie club code, but I don't think, no, it doesn't exist anymore. I will keep it as a remembrance. Yeah, it doesn't. They let it go. I did make a video about that, and I showed off kind of like my last order because I blew up their last order. The last order I got from Disney Movie Club, I ended up getting like 12 movies, but I didn't get any the last gold exclusives, like the exclusives that I got from Disney were all the Love Bug movies. I got like Love Bug and Herbie Rides Again and stuff like that. I didn't get anything like Ice Princess, but I would love to get that one. It's not super expensive yet, but I assume it's going to just fucking skyrocket now. Because it was about $23 or so on eBay. But hey, I think Tiana just made it to where I can make my first YouTube cash out. So if I can make my first YouTube cash out, maybe it turns into some Disney gold banner Blu-rays from eBay. I don't really know. Um, I may do a Q&A live so I don't mess up while recording the questions being answered. There are a lot to get all ready for that. Heck yeah. Let's see you do it. I'll be in the chat. We'll check it out. Yeah, Cheeto's excellent in it. Yeah, I think that's what most people have because it's all we get, you know? Like, there's a handful of people that have that Anchor Bay Blu-ray, and then there's a handful of people that sell it for mad prices. Okay, so I'm assuming the German import's probably region B. Now, I'm region free now, so I need to be looking into that stuff a little more often, Brian. I need to really I really need a list of good import Blu-rays that I should be adding to my collection. I really think that I should talk to you and I won't call him by his name because I don't think anybody really knows his name. Okay, it is region locked. I figured it was. I need to get into a conversation with you and 80s Made because you guys both do the import thing, and I feel like this isn't a dig at anybody else that I talk to, you know, out of the YouTube space, but I feel like you and 80s have very similar taste in movies as me. Like I feel like I really enjoy the same types of movies as you and 80s do, and you guys tend to have like a good lockdown on what movies have good imports from other countries and don't have good DVDs or have crap Blu-rays here or really expensive Blu-rays here. So you guys, I really should be looking in, asking about that to look into that more, just because I, I'm still really new to region free, and when I went to Orbit, I was so overwhelmed with all the region B stuff, and I didn't even have a short list of region B stuff to look for. So I left with nothing region B or region locked, just in general. I've been going to different Walmarts while shopping. Yeah, yeah, you gotta rotate your Walmarts because every Walmart is different, and that's a shame because at least Best Buy had consistency. I wish Walmart would get consistency. That's what I hope for in 2025 is Walmart consistency, but I don't think we're gonna freaking see it. What am I most looking forward to getting soon? Okay, so actually um I made a really big purchase from my friend Tim. Some of you may know him as Tim Talks Talkies. He's changed his channel to Tim Vance. Um, and that's TIM space VINCE, Tim Vance. Or you can do the at Tim Talks Talkies. Go look him up. He made a video where he was purging a lot of he was not purging, but he was getting rid of a lot of his doubles and things that he had on different labels. He didn't want to be a multi-package, multi-label collector. He just wanted to get like the best version of the movie, which that's kind of the collector I am, is like if I love the movie, I want the best version of it. If I'm just into the movie, I'm fine with just having it on a Blu-ray. Like Blu-ray to me is still super respectable. Obviously, I got a stack of DVDs this week. But I don't know. Google Chrome, it can't handle StreamYard and Letterbox at the same time. uh, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this order from him. I'm gonna have something like it's over 20 new movies that I bought off of him. He tried to take his movies to the archive in Massachusetts, I think. I think that's where they're located at. He tried to take his movies there, and they were not going to give him a respectable amount. So I messaged him and offered what I thought was a respectable amount, and he agreed that what I was offering was a respectable amount, and we came to what I would consider to be a very good deal on what I'm getting from him. And that's going to be my first big purchase of March. And the only other thing that I'm really hoping to get for March is Deep Blue Sea. Right now, my funds are real tight. With there only being 28 days in the month and the first falling on Saturday, my mortgage hit a little early this month. So I'm a little tight at the moment, and I'm really hoping to still get Deep Blue Sea. I'm just hoping it doesn't sell out before I can get my hands on it. That's really the Deep Blue Sea and Just Friends. Those are the two big things for me for March. Everything else I can kind of slide because I have vacation coming up in April where I'm going to be hanging out with a bunch of other blue tubers. So I'm really trying to focus a lot of my March money and funds into April because we're going to be going to probably Orbit again. And we're going to be going to like McKay's in Knoxville and maybe some record stores. And so I'm going to be getting a bunch of things then. So I got a big package coming from my buddy Tim, and I want Deep Blue Sea and Just Friends. That's probably my March, guys. That's probably my whole March, to be honest, unless I find some video games and stuff. Never heard of Made to Order, to be honest. Yeah, I'd rather buy and own my movies too. Wasn't I mess around with Redbox for video games because it was a cheap way to rent a video game, and it was about the last way to rent a video game when they still did games. Is Tim selling for reasonable prices? I am gonna tell you yes. Um, Tim is being very, very fair on his prices. If you feel like you want to reach out to him, I would tell you yes, please reach out to him. I don't know how many people are reaching out. I don't know what he still has left in his um set. I will say that I got some really good things. But I feel like I left some really good things behind for other people to be able to pick through as well. So, yes, he had a lot of stuff I liked too. Um, uh, he's sending me, I think, 24 things, like 24, it would be 24 different barcodes, but not all of it's for me, but over 20 of it is. Like, there's just a couple things in there that's not quite for me. Um, but I did get some things that I really wanted to add to the collection. But reach out to him. He's definitely taking he's taking reasonable offers. If you've seen his um video where they were offering him like $1.44 per barcode. Tim's a very, very nice guy. And if he knows that his things are going to other collectors that are going to enjoy it, that's really all he's asking. That's all he really wants out of it is for his stuff to go to other collectors that are gonna enjoy it as much as he does. Because he got in, like I said, he got into the habit of buying the same thing multiple times, and he just didn't really want to do that. But let me just tell you that um on average, I probably got things for somewhere between $5 and $7 or so, but I don't really know. I'm not really gonna disclose full prices, but you, sir, you can reach out to me privately and I can let you know a little more. But it's super reasonable. You've been buying movies for a long time. You know how expensive some of this stuff gets. Tim was super, super reasonable. He's just a really nice guy, in general. Can't wait for the Tim Hall video/live. It's going to be great. Had a great time hunting with you this week. Yeah, yeah, it was a great time. Thanks for the $5, Mom. Thanks. Um, yeah, Tim. I got to meet Tim last year, and he's just as cool. He's just as cool in person as he is in his videos. He's just as nice as a guy, as you would think. I like Scorsese. I've been checking a lot more Scorsese out recently. Oh, so the reason why I was late to the stream, I meant to tell you guys, man, I watched this movie tonight that just blew my freaking mind. I'm giving it 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's almost a perfect freaking movie for me. I watched it as part of my buddy Huck's 52-week movie challenge, and I'm trying to use that challenge to watch movies that I have in my collection, obviously. That way I know I'm gonna watch 52 physical movies. Um, I watched this movie called End of Watch with Jake Gyllenhaal, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but he's a great freaking actor. Oh my god, that movie was like a found footage buddy cop movie, right? I watched it as a buddy cop movie because it was like when I looked up buddy cop movies, it was one that I'm like, okay, I have this in my collection. I've never seen it. I'll watch it. It was way more than a buddy cop movie. If you guys have not seen End of Watch with Jake Gyllenhaal, like I might make a separate video just on that movie. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting it to be like a found footage cop cam movie type deal. Shit, that movie was great. Am I getting yes. Yes, I am definitely getting those. So as soon as I finish paying for my April vacation, the only things I'm probably ordering for May are gonna be those. I think I'm gonna hold off. As much as I really do want Lethal Weapon in May, I just think that we're gonna get a Lethal Weapon 4 movie film pack, and I have the 4 Lethal Weapons on Blu-ray. I love Lethal Weapon, but I like Lethal Weapon as a series. Like, I like Lethal Weapon 4 almost just as much as Lethal Weapon 1. To me, they're all 4, like, top-tier buddy cop comedy action movies. So for me to spend $50 on just number 1 is really hard because I know for sure I'm gonna buy the 4-pack. So I'm gonna probably just spend my funds on Friday the 13th because I got the Friday the 13th remake. And I just got the Paramount Scares Volume 2 set. And that has Friday the 13th Part 2. So I never did buy the Blu-ray box set for myself of the Scream Factory. I bought the Scream Factory box set for my son. So he's got all the Friday the 13th Scream Factories on Blu-ray. I'm gonna be the sucker that gets them piecemealed to me on 4K, but I'm okay with that because I'll probably stop at part 4, and I might not. I probably won't get part 3, only because I'm thinking about ordering part 3 on the 3D Turbine. I'm more of a 3D collector than a 4K collector. So I'm thinking about buying the Turbine 3D of part 3, and then if they do part 4 and they do part 6, and then the rest of them I don't even need on 4K. I just need the final chapter and Jason Lives, and I'd be straight. Yeah, dude, End of Watch was great. End of Watch was great. What's up, Davey? Thanks for popping in, dude. I had to pull me a late night with Jeffy. I hope you're doing good tonight, dude. I'd love to see you on Split the Room each time. I love when you are on the various programs. Hey, I'm on whoever's program invites me on. I try not to turn down any invites. I don't think I've ever turned down any invites except for Mega Mike. And that's nothing against Mega Mike because Mega Mike invites me probably the most out of anybody on YouTube, to be honest. But he's invited me to things that I couldn't be a part of just because I knew nothing about it or I didn't have movies to go with it or anything like that. But I almost always say yes. I love being on the various programs, so I'm glad that you like seeing me on them, Stacy. The second Lethal Weapon is hey, dude. Let me see if it's here. Where is it at? My tapes are not in good order. Okay, so I got Lethal Weapon 2 a couple times. I can't find it, but I think I have the tape somewhere here. I have it on AC DVD. I like Lethal, and I was telling my mom and wife that yesterday. We were talking about the Lethal Weapons, and I'm like, I think I like Lethal Weapon 2 better than 1 because when they sat down to start filming part 2, they already had the chemistry. They already knew what they were going for. They took all the best parts of part 1 and made a better film. I actually think, and you know what, Brian, you can message me if you want. I kinda wanna do a live stream, and Brian, I would like to I'm inviting you right now, I'm kinda putting you on the spot. Uh, I kinda wanna do a live stream of great sequels. There's so many movies that have great sequels, you know? I'm sure you'll probably do a nice, really good video that'll pop off, and you'll have all these great movies I never even thought of, but there's just, like, every time people start talking about movies, I'm always like, "I like the sequel better." You know? So there's a lot of really good sequels that people don't talk about. I'm gonna say Halloween 3. I'm gonna say Halloween 3. I love Halloween 3. I'm a sucker for Halloween 3. Yeah? Alright, dude, yeah. For real. Like, I think that would be a lot of fun. I'll chat with you about that. We'll get some movies together to talk about because there's a lot of really good sequels, right? I mean, I can't I'm definitely not the only one that thinks that. I mean, we're sitting here talking about Lethal Weapon 2 being better than 1, and well, there's quite a bit of them. Like, I don't wanna ruin that. We'll leave that. Can't wait for the Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes, me either, but I'm not happy with the practice of, "Hey, this comes out in December. Buy it now for $260." I'm really hoping we get an alternative set with maybe, like, slipcovers. I also think that Blockbuster's box set is going to probably help out people like me who may not want the steelbooks. But it is gonna be a dope set, and I'm really happy that Friday the 13th is finally getting the, uh, the dues that it deserves. We've been getting crappy, um, editions of Nightmare on Elm Street for a long time. The world gets flooded. I have to use paddle boats everywhere. If you have to paddle it, help paddle quicker. If you watch your least favorite movie on TVs, on 5 TVs at once in the paddle boat, which movie? My least favorite movie, and I'm probably gonna have to give it a watch this year because one of the watch list movies is to give another movie a chance you don't like, and honestly, the only movie that comes up that I don't like, because I pretty much like any movie that I watch, I'm real picky about what movies I'm gonna sit down to watch to begin with, you know? So I tend to feel like I don't watch crappy movies, but one of the movies that always come to my mind that I just don't like is Slumdog Millionaire. Everybody loves that freaking movie, and I can't bring myself to like it. So that's probably the movie I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I love Last Action Hero. That's such a good movie. It really is. Right? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We're gonna talk some sequels. That would be cool. That would be cool. So some more of these that we got here, which I know Johnny's probably long gone by now. This is the other one that I think Johnny would be a little jealous of because it's another boutique, and it's sealed, and it's another Warner archive. I've never heard of this, but hell, he said you can't go wrong with Warner Archive, right? And I pretty much kind of had to agree with him on that because I kind of had already bought a blind by Warner Archive. It's another DVD, but I'm pretty sure most Warner Archive DVDs, if they're kind of new or being released, even still, they're not probably getting Blu-rays. They don't seem to be upgrading a lot of their stuff to Blu-ray right now when it comes to like DVDs. But we got this. I have no idea. S- Scaramouche. I probably just butchered the hell out of that. um, but it's definitely a Warner Archive, and I mean, it's still like Warner Archive factory sealed. So this would probably be another one that Johnny would be raging. So if he's went to bed now, it's probably a good thing, or his room would have holes in the wall. But yeah, we got another Warner Archive, y'all, and it's sealed. It's brand new. Um, my DVD boutique shelf's gonna get full if I decide to put Warner Archive in with boutique, and I might just have to. because I don't think my DVD shelves are going to take all these new DVDs I got today. I also got a sealed TV show. I've never seen this show, but I know that people praise the DC CW shows. So I did go with this one because this, I guess, mixes a lot of them. It's like their Justice League, or like they're all coming together type show. But we got the first season of DC's Legends of Tomorrow, and it's still, I mean, kind of hard to complain about that. Worst comes to worst, I don't like it, and I get rid of it. Best case scenario, I really like it, and I look for a complete series box set because it's the first season. I'm always down to buy the first season on DVD or Blu-ray to check it out and give a show a chance. And then the last one that I got from that same thrift store, I seen Patrick Swayze was in this, and I'm like, holy shit! I didn't know Patrick Swayze was in a TV show. I assume this is a TV show just from the type of box that it's in and the run times of the individual books, because they're in books. But we got a show called North and South. I've never heard of this, but I've seen Patrick Swayze in this. And I had to grab it. And it's on, it says it's on 5 discs. It's a mini series, so it's definitely a TV show, right? It's 3 historic mini series, and it's the history of the North and South. So I'm assuming it's around the Civil War, right? And it's got all 3 of the books in there. Book 1, 2, 3. Never heard of this show, but it's about the Civil War. This is the shortest one. It's only got the 1 disc. Oh, good God. I just put fingerprints on a double-sided disc. Gonna have to clean that later. So yeah, they're double-sided discs. Didn't know that. Excuse me. Didn't know that. But they're very cool. And the box is not one of them chintzy, like, little ones, right? Like, you can't really bend it. It's a hard, like what Arrow does. So that's pretty tight. That's pretty tight. I'm not really too worried about that, because I believe the lady charged me $3 for it, $1 a DVD, but that's a whole ass series, and it's 1,212 minutes. That's a lot of hours, y'all. I'm not doing the math live, but that's a lot of hours. So that was the last thing that I got from that thrift store. Let's see who we got in here. We got some other people popped in. Whoop whoop. What's up, Teasy? Thanks for popping in, dude. Hope you're doing well tonight. See, I was pretty sure you had that. I know you're a Swayze fan. WB acted crazy, finally releasing one. Yeah, see, they've been doing that, dude. They did that with I think it was Catwoman as well. They released the whole series on DVD. I think that's what it was, because they did it with something else too. I think it was Catwoman, or no, Stargirl. It was Stargirl. They did the first season and the second season on Blu-ray, and then they did all 3 seasons on DVD, and then they did a complete series on DVD, and just left the first 2 seasons on Blu-ray just hanging out in the freaking dust. Dude, I don't think WB knows what they're doing. They're losing video game studios. They're they shut down 3 video game studios, and ones that made good games. They shut down the video game studio that was making the freaking Wonder Woman game, and that game looked freaking awesome. Not very excited about that at all. Yo, Eli, what's up, dude? I hope you're doing well this evening, my guy. So, that was all the thrift stuff I got, but I also hit up. Is this it? No. I hit up another thrift store too. I told you guys I had bags on bags on bags. Brian actually seen that I had bags on bags on bags. He was like, "Yeah, that all adds up, my guy. It sure does. It adds up to a big ass long stream where I just keep finding bags on bags. That wasn't even the bag that I thought it was. Okay. So this is the last thrift store one that I had. And we got a CD up in this bitch. I still mess up with three orders. I still mess up with my seat. Sorry guys. I get my words jumbled up sometimes. And I seen Brian pop up and I see the word pre-order over there. I'm gonna get to that comment in just a second, Brian, because I know what it's about and I'm not happy about it either. But I gotta show off the one CD I got in March. I got Now 7. I do try to pick up Now CDs when I can because they always have like, the radio music. And I know, I say I pay for YouTube to keep my YouTube music. It's really hard to find like the Now compilations as there. You have to go in there and find the music and mix them up. But I used to listen to these. So a lot of these songs flow well together as a Now CD because that's just how I grew up listening to them, This has got some good stuff on there. It's got Lifehouse's Hanging by a Moment and Aerosmith Jaded. I mean, come on, y'all. Oh, it's got Mystical with Danger. I don't know. Still got some Nelly on here with Ride With Me. That's how old that shit is. Like, look at that track list, y'all. It's an old track list. But yeah, Now 7, Let me pop on here real quick. Brian was... Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It ain't up for pre-order yet. That the two things I'm most excited for March is see, I try to keep myself excited for like 2 things a month so that way I don't get super overwhelmed, and if things pop up and I get the funds for it to grab it, I get it, and if I don't, whatever. My two big ones for January were Ninja Scroll and Just Friends. And Just Friends got pushed back, and Ninja Scroll, for some reason, my pre-order I didn't get it until like 2 weeks after it's supposed to come out. Luckily, I had the funds to be able to get me a little bit of Kill Bill and still get excited for something for January. But I think it is still too, man, because there's still no pre-order for it. So they ain't taking my money. I think it's going to get pushed back again too, and I ain't liking that. Look at this, man. My fingers are crossed that Warner Brothers is messing with 4K now, right? With that, the Searchers. Maybe. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm crossing my toes. Crossing my legs. Crossing my elbows. Maybe they do Just Friends on 4K with a really nice slip. Maybe Warner will mess around with that. This is the year of comedies on 4K. I'm telling you, this is the year. They literally just announced Kingpin coming to 4K. They're going to bring out Kingpin on 4K, bring out Just Friends. We probably won't, but probably won't get that, but I'm hoping. So the next one that I got, the thrift store, now, like I said, I got that CD, and I only got 2 DVDs and a Blu-ray from there. The DVDs, though, were TV shows, and I mess around with my TV shows on DVD still. We got the first season of Nickelodeon's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, I know they do a complete series box set, but they put them in them big ass fat cases that I don't like, that break and bust. And these are all in DVDs. It's all in volumes, so it's just single DVDs and single cases. And they wrap it up into a single box and call it the complete first season. And I know that I could get the complete series. It would take up this much shelf space, but they're going to shove a whole more, like 6 more discs. I just don't like those if I can handle it. And I literally think I paid, I'm trying to think. I think I paid $1. I think I paid $1 a piece. I think the lady was like $1, 1, 2, 3, and was just like $1, right? So I can't be upset about that because I started this one for $1. I think this is the start of season 2 is Mutant Mutagen, but I don't know if they ever actually bundled them all together and called it season 2, or if they just brought out the 3 volumes and then bundled it all together as a complete series, because I think it only got the 2 seasons. But my oldest son, he's like 16 now. He won't watch this shit. He don't care about Ninja Turtles, but this was his Ninja Turtles. So I grew up with this Ninja Turtles, with him. And my youngest is 5 now, and I think I can get one more push of enjoying Ninja Turtles with one of my kids, because I grew up in the 90s with the Ninja Turtles in suits, the live action. So I'm kind of excited to have those. And then the one Blu-ray I got from there was one that I did not have in my collection at all, and I was kind of I had to check my app, and then I was kind of surprised that I didn't and upset at myself that I didn't. But I got the original Dumbo on Blu-ray, so I thought that was kind of cool because I didn't have this one. I had the remake on 3D, the live action remake on 3D, but I just like live action remake. There's my highs. I got my Paramount Scares Volume 1 and Volume 2. Should I watch Friday the 13th? I haven't watched it yet. Have you seen the first Friday the 13th? If you haven't seen the first Friday the 13th, don't watch part 2 out of your Paramount Scares box set. But if you don't like Michael, you probably won't like Jason because they kind of have the same vibes. But I love Friday the 13th. Like, I'm excited for Friday the 13th 4Ks coming from Arrow. I really am. I have one. I have a pet cat, and we got the cat for my daughter, because she loves cats. I mean, I don't mind cats, but I'm not gonna lie, I could be fine with not having any pets, mainly just because they get their own personalities, and sometimes I don't wanna mess with any personalities, and when I got, like, 3 kids and a wife, and you just add a pet into that, and that's, like, sometimes that's too many personalities for me to deal with in a day. I love my cat. He's a cool cat. He's a good cat. Oh, hey, Davey, thanks for just popping in, man. It's just cool to know that people listen to me while I'm driving, that my voice is like that. I do have the Rescuers and the Rescuers Down and Under. I have them in a Blu-ray double pack from back in the day when they first come out on Blu-ray. Absolutely love them. I hit up thrift stores. I also hit up the pawn shop from time to time. And I got this one a little late for this year, but I'll watch it next year. I've never seen it, but I'll be watching it next year. We got the Blu-ray of Valentine's Day. Like I said, never seen it. I'll watch it for Valentine's Day next year. But we have it in the collection, so that way I finally can. Because I couldn't find it anywhere to stream, or maybe it was, and maybe I didn't care. I don't, whatever. I have it in the collection. It's unwatched. So watching it for Valentine's Day next year will be a whole ass reason to just pull it off on my unwatched list. Because I'm always trying to find reasons to watch movies that I already have. But it was a hell, I think she charges $3 for her Blu-rays. So that's a lie. I think I paid 3 for hers. But whatever. The pawn shop's always treated me good. She always gets good stuff. And one of them are sealed. So now I was kind of surprised I didn't have this, and even more flabbergasted that maybe I didn't buy it with the slipcover because I've seen it with the slipcover before, and I don't know why I never bought it. Maybe the slipcover had damage. That's why I didn't get it. But I finally have the Golden Compass. I read this book in middle school, I believe. I read the book when the book was new and it was hot. So whenever that was, I was in school though, and I've never watched the movie. I've heard the movie is disrespectful to the book, but it's got Nicole Kidman in it, and how is that? I think it is Sam Elliott. Yeah, it's got Sam Elliott. And Nicole Kidman. Like I said, I heard it disrespected the book, but I've heard it has some really good CGI and effects, and it really made Blu-ray shine back in the day. Man, my blue lights do not work good with Blu-rays, do they? I got blue lighting everywhere in here tonight, and it doesn't work really good with Blu-rays. But yeah, we got the Golden Compass. And then the last one I got from the pawn shop was a sealed one. and I grabbed it because it's a magnet film, and I have found that, I like that label. I don't know. Do we consider Magnet to be boutique? I don't think so, but I tend to like what they release, and it was sealed, and it looks really freaking awesome. It looks like it's a maybe a Japanese, um, sword fighting film, like, I say Japanese, but it's not. The language on the back of this is Thai, so I apologize. It's in English first, and then you can also run it in Thai as well. But we got At the Gate of the Ghost. I've never heard of this, but it looks tight. I love things like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Kung Fu Hustle. I love those types of movies. And I figure this is probably something in that same vein. Also like things like Ninja Assassin. So, like I said, I've never checked it out. You guys will let me know if Ghost at the Gate is any good. It looked cool to me. So, like I said, I like that kind of stuff. Kung Fu Jitsus and stuff. Let me move. I gotta move my piles real quick because they were starting to get up in the way. Just rearrange some things real quick, just a bit. I brought a whole table next to me tonight, so I knew it was going to be a stack when it was said and done. I got a lot of empty shelf space to fill back here. Be a lot of rearranging, really. All right, so we got like one more bag. Yeah, one more bag because this is going to be the Dollar General pickups that I got for last month. And there might be some people in here that's in the group chat where I showed this one off only because I was asking about it, and I heard it. My buddy Frank told me it was but it's a found footage film that I got for like $3 from Dollar General. So I'm cool checking it out for $3. But it's a found footage movie called Hangman. Never heard of it. Like I said, Frank said it was but it's based on true events. And if I don't like it, well, I'm going to McCase soonish. I might just trade it in if I don't like it because I am not going to keep films that I don't like anymore, or at least won't ever go back and watch. But we got Hangman, like I said, I'm willing to check it out. You need to watch Ricky. Oh, the story of Ricky. Story of Ricky. I've never heard of that one, Eli. Ricky, the story of Ricky. I'll have to check it out. A good pirate? Maybe. Patrick Wilson will be the Nick Nolte role in Cape Fear. He has met with Friday the 13th. Okay. Yeah, that'd be cool. And then so the other Dollar General pickups I got this month, I was really excited to find this one because I got the Criterion DVD a while back for like $1 at a thrift store, and it was sealed. And I'm like, man, I want to watch this Criterion, but I don't really want to bust the seal because it never got a Criterion Blu-ray. It only had the it only had the DVD. Criterion lost it. And this is the 50th anniversary of Blu-ray, and I believe Universal actually took all the Criterion special features to put them on this because it has a bunch of special features listed on it. But we got Spartacus, Stanley Kubrick's Spartacus. I'm a big fan of what I have seen of Stanley Kubrick so far, so I'm super excited to check out Spartacus. I don't really know what it's about. I mean, I'm assuming it's about Spartacus. But I definitely want to check it out. And now I won't have to open up the Criterion and I'll have a better way to watch it. I know it has a 4K, but this is going back to where I'm not trying to be a 4K buff. I have actually watched some 4Ks that look worse than the Blu-ray that I had. I'm not going to be so quick to upgrade all my Blu-rays to 4K. And I'm going to listen to some YouTubers and, tiptoe around the upgrading. But like I said, this is gonna look fine. This is gonna look fine on my 4K OLED. Spartacus, you know? It's got it's got Kirk Douglas in it too. That's right, Kirk Douglas. And I freaking love Kirk Douglas in Stanley Kubrick's Paths of Glory. I watched that through Criterion as well. So I was pretty happy to get that. And then the last one that I got, now this was from a different Dollar General, but me and my wife was shopping there and I found it. And I've never seen this at a Dollar General before. So I was kind of excited to find it. And I've been wanting to get it for a while. It's kind of set up as a movie in a way, but it's actually a internet TV show, or I'm gonna put it on my shelf of my TV shows, my Blu-ray TV shows, because it's like a mini series. But it's set up, it's like the length of a movie, but it's set up in little bit episodes. And that's going to be Mortal Kombat Legacy. And this might actually be, now it was ripped like this, whatever. I don't really give a shit, because when I went to look it up on Amazon, it was like $10. So I saved like half the price. This is actually probably, if I'm not mistaken, this might be the best portrayal of Mortal Kombat in live action on screen to be based off the game at the same time. Like, I love the Mortal Kombat movie from like 2018 or 2020, 2021, whenever that came out. I love that movie. I thought all the characters looked freaking awesome. My only complaint, there was no tournament. That's all. Besides that, great movie. But this is actually set up in little episodes. There's like 9 episodes, and it shows its interactions with different characters from the game. So that's what I say. It's set up like actual tournaments and actual fights. Now, I did see they made a Mortal Kombat Legacy 2, which is the second season of all of it on Blu-ray. And I'm totally looking to get that now, because I didn't know they did that. So looking to add that to the collection for sure. Oh, John from Let's Talk. So actually, John from Let's Talk, I actually stumbled across him before a lot of other YouTubers. I've been watching John since him and Matt were still trying to talk video games as well. John's a really good buddy of mine. I really enjoy John and his company. You're right. He does do fun live streams and videos over there. Oh, Detroit Rock City is awesome. So is Van Helsing. Sorry, guys. Almost going on 2 hours and a lot of talking, you know? Yeah, like I said, I'm very excited to check Spartacus out because I loved him in Paths of Glory. I have not seen The Man of Tai Chi, but I love Keanu Reeves, so I bet Keanu does a great job. Mega Mike! Now, there's a YouTube star right there. Mega Mike, one of my favorite YouTubers. If you're looking for good deals on physical media, this dude right here, every week, he's showing you the best deals on Amazon. And again, like I said, Mega Mike is probably the YouTuber that's invited me on the most to his channel. So I always appreciate Mega Mike letting me be a part of his brand and what he has going on over there. So thanks for popping in and saying hi, Mike. I know you're probably busy watching movies. You are the Mega Movie Man. Yo, Jordan, how's it going? I hope you got yourself a bite to eat after your long stream over there. You guys were over there talking some good stuff this evening, like every Sunday. Yes, Mega Mike's Split the Room streams are great. I do love them. We have a lot of fun with those. There was also, I did something else on his channel too. I can't remember. My mind's lost at the moment. Oh, that's it. The boutique battle bashes. Yes, I love being on the boutique battle bashes. We have one coming up soon that I'm going to be on. I'm not going to ruin that for Mike. I'll let him be ready to do that when he's ready to start advertising for it. But I will. I know for sure I will be on Mega Mike's channel in March. I'm part of a boutique battle bash that he's doing. I'm very excited about that because, like I say, um, I'm always I'm always excited, and I'm always just in shock and awe that people just want me on their channels in general. Got some highs back and forth. Yeah, yeah. We like John. We like John. John over at Let's Talk is great. Good friend of ours. No, I didn't. I didn't see anything that really stuck out to me. And to be honest, I probably won't for Vinegar Syndrome too often. Uh, yeah, I didn't see anything that really stuck out to me. I probably will keep my head kind of low on Vinegar Syndrome until their sale in June or July. Mainly just because I'm trying to like schedule my stuff out like that. Trying to schedule my stuff ahead of time. But I didn't really see anything that really stuck out to me. I did see that they had a new cinematograph release, so that was real exciting. But yeah, I didn't see anything. So I'm gonna show off the video games that I got from March, and that'll be the rest of everything that I got that I haven't shown off. Um, so to start off March, I had um my GameStop coupon, so I burned it up real quick, and we grabbed up One Piece Odyssey. I don't know much about One Piece. I'm not really into anime like that, but I heard this was a really good game. I mean, look at that. It's an open world game, and a lot of One Piece fans were excited to finally have a big open world game. But I got it was like 18 something, and then I used my $5 monthly and another $10. I ended up getting it for about $3. So worst comes to worst, I don't like it, and I could trade it in for probably the same $3. So we got One Piece Odyssey. Now the next ones that I got were new and sealed. Uh, this one I got because I'm sure that my kids are gonna really enjoy it. One, my oldest daughter, she has this one, I think, on her VR headset already, and she can play it on my PlayStation headset. I believe this upgrades to a PS5 version, so I can play it on the new headset, and I don't have to play it on my old headset. But I got the first Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. I do have part two already. I had just never seen part one on a disc before anywhere like locally. I was out of town at a Walmart and found this one, and they had it on clearance for like $15. And like I said, it upgrades to a PS5 version, I believe. It's kind of hard. I know. I got to figure out my lighting a little bit. I try to make everything be all poppy and colory in the background. It messes up my front stuff. um, yeah. Help Wanted. Like I said, my youngest, he already wants to watch me play it, so I'll probably be playing this soon. Oh, dude. Um, I let me see. I think I might have black, but I might not. I know I have black on the Xbox because it upgrades, it's backwards compatible on the Xbox One, which means it plays on the Series X. I went through a big phase of collecting backwards compatible Xbox games because I figured if Microsoft was going to make them backwards compatible on the Xbox One, that means that they would continue to move forward on all their series consoles, like series on all their consoles going forward. So I always try to collect the backwards compatible games. So I believe I have black on Xbox, but I don't have it on PS2. And I don't believe I have Midnight Club Dub Edition or Manhunt either. I think I might have Manhunt 2 on the Wii. Yeah, I don't have those, man. Those are not for the PS2. Those are all great games, though. I played them back in the day, like when when my brother had a PS2. Like when we were growing up, I had a GameCube and I collected for GameCube, and my little brother had a PS2 and he collected for PS2. And in my adult years, I've collected PS2 as they've come my way. But I don't have them now, no. They're all great movies, or I mean, they're all great games. Can you guys tell I've been on for about 2 hours? Speaking of PS2 though, Eli, I did get a game here. This is gonna be the last game I got for the month as well, and this is gonna be the last thing I'm gonna show off. I grabbed this because Walmart clearanced it down on their website. I ordered it on Walmart.com, so you guys should be able to find it as well. And I have seen it in some Walmart stores as well for the price. It's a great deal. And it has a PS2 game on it that has got very, very, very expensive. Almost like boutique expensive. I got the Marvel versus Capcom Fighting Collection for the PS4. They didn't make a PS5 version of it, which is fine because PS4 games play in PS5s. Let me get that right. Okay, that's probably the best place for lighting. And I got this because of the fact that it's a collection game, and it's got, might be kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can. There we go. It's got Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the PS2 is hundreds of dollars. I got this set strictly for that. But look at this. It's got freaking X-Men Children of the Atom and the Punisher. And then it's got like X-Men versus Street Fighter. Come on. It's got some freaking awesome ass, hard to find Marvel and Street Fighter games on it. And it was $30. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's got 7. It's kind of hard to see that there, but it has 7. They call 7 legendary titles. And it was like $30. On the regular, I think it was 50, but clearance down to 30. It's got one of the most expensive PS2 games on the market right now. Yeah, dude, it is. It is legit as fuck. It is. It really is. And I'm really excited to bust this bad boy open. I just got it from Walmart like a few days ago. It was one of the last things that came in for March. But me and my wife, we play a lot of fighting games together. We just started checking out Street Fighter 6. I bought it for her for her birthday like last July. So it took us a while to finally pop it in and play it, but we went through and we fought each other, mixed it. Like we usually check out a fighting game together by each choosing a different character and fighting each other with those characters until we go through the whole character list. The problem with Street Fighter is that I probably don't want to buy more. I don't want to buy the passes for it because they're locked to the actual account holder. So if I bought the fighters, me and her both can't use them. Street Fighter's a little funky like that. I'm not really a big fan of it, you know? A director-centric boutique battle bash. Well, he's doing just boutiques now. He kind of showed off a little preview on his last boutique battle. He's got a whole like grid, like a whole tournament grid ready for that. He's got it all planned out, Stacy. Mega Mike's rocking it right along with that. So I mean, I guess I could probably maybe show the stack of everything, but you know, you guys seen I made plenty of haul videos for February, and February is the shortest month of the year. I'm gonna have to like pick up nothing at all for um for April or for March, April. Yeah, for March, just to make up for the fact that I picked up all that stuff in February, and this isn't even the Tony stuff. This is just the stuff. This is just the everything else stack, y'all. Like, check this shit out. This is just the everything else stack. I can't even get it all into one picture. There we go. I can almost get it in the frame. Yeah. So I gotta calm the hell down, as my buddy Chris would say. Chris, the movie nerd, I think is what he goes by now. I know him as Chris C, the slasher dude, but he's Chris C and he's awesome. Go, make sure to go check him out too. Should they remake Vice City as a more interactive game with new missions? Oh, that would be awesome. But I really feel like Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna feel kind of Vice City-ish already. The kind people have been begging for it. They're gonna bring it back in a way, I think. Movie related game shows, very very much. Glad you do too. Yeah, I wish that I could to be honest, I really wish that I had the brain power to figure out like physical media movie, um, like games and stuff, and I can invite my friends on to play, but I'm not smart enough for that. And I can probably bring my friends on anyways because I'm thinking about going to paid. I'm not going to be doing StreamYard. I'm going to have to move all my StreamYard stuff over, but I think I'm going to probably go to a paid streaming service so I can invite friends on and do big panels and stuff and just hang out. So great stack. Yeah, yeah, it was huge. I had I had to set a table up over here so I wasn't stacking up on the floor. I had to set a table next to me tonight. I knew I was gonna need to. And that stack didn't even include this. I also had friends, y'all. So not to hate on the VHS, but I'll stick that right there to top off the stack. I couldn't even fit it in there. Great haul. Yeah, right, right. Yes. Goddamn, Jeff, that's a haul. It is, man. Like I said, I'm gonna have to calm down a little bit because, like I said, I know my very first March haul is from Tim. There's over 20 movies in that. I got a couple pre-orders I'm excited for March, and then I'm just basically saving up my money for April because when I go to meet up with all the guys uh and we go to some places in Knoxville. I still have store credit for McKay's, so I'm gonna go a little ham in McKay's as well because I'm gonna have stuff to trade there too. So it's gonna be crazy for March and April. Whew. Thank you guys for like hanging out with me and like letting me show you guys the stuff that I got and for having opinions on it and letting me know if I got good stuff or trash or if I should sell some of it or you know. Thanks for like being along for the ride with it because like I said, I got more stuff coming. I just think I do, you know. I'll answer these questions from Stacy real quick, and then I'm gonna pop out of here because I'm realizing that it's almost 1 o'clock, and I still gotta wake up in the morning and take the kids to school. What has Mel Brooks said? Forget it. What are you going to do about it, George? And started making Spaceballs merchandise. Oh, that would have been great. I'd buy it. I'd buy a dark helmet because George Lucas said he would allow everything to be made as long as Mel Brooks didn't make merchandise. Well, I also feel like that's fair too. Because Spaceballs is great, and he is making his Spaceballs too. I feel like that was fair because that's all George Lucas ever made money on was merchandise. And George Lucas made Star Wars. I mean, fuck, Star Wars is great. I watched the original. You can watch the original 77 Star Wars on a app called Cinema Box. If you have Roku, download Cinema Box. I started my day off today watching 77 Star Wars Uncut, and it was fucking awesome. I really need those discs so I can watch them anytime because they'll probably take that off of that streaming service. I'd make a bunch of merchandise to test them out. A great bundle of cash for Spaceballs. I'd buy a pizza, the butt. Yeah, that'd be cool. Dude, Hunter, thanks for always coming and hanging out, dude. You're always in here. You're usually like one of the first few in the chat, and you're usually always one of the last few. Peacing out. I appreciate you popping in here, dude. And listening to me chalk and ramble on and miss words and all kinds of shit. But you're always in here supporting me, dude. I appreciate it. I also want to thank. I know they're not in here probably anymore, but I want to thank Tiana and my mom for dropping like $15 in the chat tonight. That's gonna put me over my limit. I'll get my first YouTube check if I so please. But we might let it go up a little bit. Terrific live stream. Thanks for all you do. Very fun. Thank you. Thank you. Nobody really thanks me for doing what I do. I don't need thanks for it. I know, Mom, you're always here. Um, I don't need thanks for it, but somebody thanking me for their entertainment, it just blows my mind. So that people watch me for entertainment and for my smooth voice, as Davey would say. He says my voice is almost like an ASMR for him. Excited to see which of those you enjoy the most. Yeah. I like showing it off and talking about it. So, and I like you guys popping in here, letting me know if I got some garbage and trash or if I got some good stuff. Because I've totally got some people talking about I've got some garbage stuff. Also, Stacy, when you asked earlier something about that I'm excited about, I do have another package showing that my mom doesn't know about yet either. But I got my last order from Insane Clown Posse's old online merchandise store. I ordered a CD I was missing and a vinyl I was missing. So that'll be a video. I'm going to make an actual pre-recorded and just kind of put that out and see what it does. Juggalos watch my shit sometimes. So, I get some good numbers on that sometimes. Thanks for being the coolest Amish guy. And I'm not even Amish, but I lived up in Ohio and there were Amish people up there. It'll be funny, dude, because as soon as it gets warm, I'll shave the beard off. I do that. Like, I only wear the beard because I work outside, and in the winter it helps. It helps against chapped cheeks. But on that note, thanks everybody for popping in. I appreciate you guys all for popping in here, checking it out. If you're checking it out on the replay, thanks for checking out all the things I got and listening. Watching me and listening to me chat with my friends while they popped in this evening. But like always, you guys, thanks for popping in, showing me the support, and keeping it real. I gotta do this a little bit for
you got my money, motherfucker.
That's for all my friends and everything. I'm gonna give this one for the live stream or for the live stream.
Allow me to introduce each one of you, because after all, you each play an equal role in this establishment.
Y'all gotta bring Big Baby his money. Bring Big Baby his money. Bring Big Baby, bring Big Baby, bring Big Baby his money.
Shut up!
I gotta do way better about remembering to pop those off when the super chats go on. Honestly, I'm still just so flabbergasted that I get those from anyone at all. Well, good night, my friends. Thank you all.